Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Arnold. I'm a student actuary currently working and studying in the UK. So in last video we talked about what is an actuary. So in today's video I'll be going through 3 pros and 3 cons of being an actuary. Let's get started. The first pro point here I'm going to talk about is that as an actuary, there's less competition to get an entry-level actuarial role compared to other lucrative careers. I remember when I was still in uni, in my final year, everyone was applying to investment banking, management consulting, startups, tech firms, FANG, all that juicy stuff. And even with good degree and stellar results, a lot of them still get a lot of rejections from all these firms simply because of the volume of applicants that these firms get. And to get into these firms, you need to apply for spring weeks in first year, and then you have to do summer internship. It's good to do a placement as well. There's so many things to consider, and you kind of have to plan all the activities from first year just so that you can get into one of those firms. In my case, I studied engineering and I only realized that I want to go into finance later on in 3rd and 4th year. And I'm already behind the race. I haven't done a spring week in first year, I haven't done an internship in second year, but I still want to go into finance. Well, but that's okay because you can still find a finance career in the actuarial field. The employers are not really looking into internship experience as long as you can justify your academic results. You can justify internships from an engineering firm and something unrelated as long as you demonstrate that why you want to do it and that you are committed in the studying. And let's face it, most grads don't think of insurance as a particularly glamorous industry to go into, even though a lot of the stuff are quite interesting. You do get paid reasonably well as an actuary. So the entry-level competition is quite a lot lower compared to other lucrative careers, which is definitely a big plus for me. The second pro is that in an actuarial career, you're typically looking at a relatively less stressful work environment and shorter hours compared to other career in finance. Keep in mind, it's all relative. You can definitely work even lower hours somewhere else. But I'm just saying, relative to other places where you might have to work 80 hours a week, in insurance, it's pretty much 9 to 5. Once you are qualified with your exams and have a few years of post-qualification experience ramped up, you're looking at around more than 100k per year, which is more than a lot of people can ask for. And that's definitely a big plus if work-life balance is something that you view as quite important and you want to spend more time with your family and friends and have a life outside of work. And this also brings me to the third point, which is high hourly rate. So if we talk about total compensation, there's a lot of career and jobs out there that pays a lot higher than actuaries. But some of these jobs will have you stay in the office until midnight. Compared to an actuary who sometimes in less busy season, they can leave at around 4:30, they can go in at around 9:30, 10 even, depending on your employer. You get paid on a per hourly basis on par or even higher to some of the really lucrative careers out there. And it's just a matter of personal choice whether you want a lot of money or you want more time. So at this point you might be thinking, wow, it's so good. But is there anything bad about being an actuary? Yes, there is. So let's look at them one by one. First off, it's the exams. If you ask any student actuaries to talk about one thing that they don't like about their work, it's gotta be exams. Here in the UK, if you want to qualify as an actuary, you have to pass 15 exams. And these typically take people around 5 to 7 years in order to pass them. It's not uncommon for people to fail at least one exam. While you're just starting out after all these years in uni, you're going into full-time work, and once you finish work at night, you still have to come back home and start studying. This can be a lot on someone starting out, especially when they're early into their career. They have to make a lot of sacrifices in terms of social life. When your other friends are going out enjoying their drinks, you have to stay at home and study. If you can do that for the next 4 or 5 years, then you have a relatively comfortable life, but you have to grind those exams out. Second point, you basically have to enjoy working in insurance, or at least be interested in how insurance works. Most actuarial jobs can be found only in insurance companies or consulting companies for insurance industry. And as I mentioned before, insurance industry is not exactly where people associate that with cool, let's face it. But this is also slowly changing. The actuarial profession is kind of reinventing itself and finding its identity among new things such as data science, and the Institute of Actuaries are definitely making an effort trying to align themselves with the modern career path. A lot of companies are also investing heavily into creating a better work environment for new joiners, such as modernizing the office and digitalizing a lot of the processes so that it doesn't feel like a drag going into a cubicle office and just not talk to anyone during the day. Depending on the employer, you can also find it relatively easy to work from home right away. The third con on the list is that you can definitely earn a lot more in less amount of time compared to grinding through exams. Comparing the time it takes for an actuary to get qualified, which is typically 5 to 7 years out of uni, you can just go take a master and work towards becoming a data scientist. The point I'm trying to get at is that there are a lot of other career choices out there that pays as much as actuaries for the time and amount of effort that you need to take to become one in the first place. So the point is, if money is the only thing that you're chasing after, then there's a lot of other career out there that you should look at before considering becoming an actuary, because it takes a lot of time, effort, sweat, and blood and tears. Okay guys, thanks for watching. As always, drop a comment down below and let me know what do you want to see next from me. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at _ArnoldO. Thanks very much. Bye bye.